I remember when we were in Scarpa, up in Orkney, busy preparing our warship, the HMS Belfast, for the invasion of Normandy. We were visited by His Majesty King George VI. He seemed quite shy, but he gave me a signed photograph. For luck, I suppose. Anyway, we soon set forth and joined with the other ships, as we were going to be leading one of the bombarding squadrons. Now, as you probably know, D-Day had to be postponed for 24 hours due to bad weather. That was a little trying for the nerves, I'll tell you. But when we were finally ready, I spoke over the loudspeaker, and I told the men. Exactly what we were going to do. When the area had been cleared of mines, the bombarding squadron advanced. And thank goodness for the full moon, because without it, we might have collided with our own men. There were that many landing craft in the water. And so, on the 6th of June, about 5:30 in the morning, we opened fire on pre-ranged targets. About 7:30, our army had just about landed, and as soon as they were ashore, we answered calls for support wherever it was required.
The captain over the loudspeaker announced that this was it. We were going to join the invasion of France.
The voice from the loudspeaker said, "Down it goes. We all ready?"
The new Italian leader landed, the sea being full of ships and landing craft going in.
What a country.
I'll never forget being anchored off the coast of Normandy, a place that had been denied to us by the Germans for years. The HMS Belfast was there for 5 weeks. First to arrive, and almost the last to leave. And whilst we were there, the enemy sent all sorts of things after us. German aircraft would not dare fly in the daytime, but at night, they'd lay oyster mines. An explosive device was round like an oyster, and a terrible trap for a ship like ours. If one of those felt a ship moving through the water, it would explode, just like that. In order to avoid them, the rule was we could only use one engine out of the 4, which slowed us right down. Those mines were a menace. The nights were pretty broken, and we didn't get much sleep. I remember one night, it was a full moon again, and our vessels were sticking out like haystacks. And I suggested to the Admiral that we should take shelter in the smoke surrounding the merchant ships. And it was just as well he agreed, as later that night, we were listening to the German wireless telephoning, and we heard one chap telling another exactly where we had been. Had we not moved, that would have been the end for us. In due course, our army progressed, and the enemy soon passed out of range of our guns. And we soon sailed home, so the HMS Belfast could have a well-earned refit before she was sent off to fight the Japanese. Now I don't mind telling you that the day I left that ship and turned her over into the hands of another captain was a sad day indeed.
Thank you.